Hello.
Hi, welcome to the FMC podcast. Oh no, that's not what we're called. We're the FMC Book Club
We're the
podcast.
FMC Book Club podcast. We'll get it someday.
Yeah, we're your FMCs. I'm Kim.
I'm Megan.
And welcome back. We are doing episode 2 of Shield of Sparrows today.
Yeah, and it's been a minute.
It has. What have you been up to?
Being sick. We talked about this just for like a minute or two, but before we hopped on. But flu, COVID, whatever it is, I know it's still in my voice. No, I don't just sound sexy like this all the time. But
Etiquette.
yes, a little. You took my sexy phlegm. But that was miserable. And
So
then
sorry.
that took like a week of time. And then you were at a wedding traveling.
Yeah, I was in your neck of the woods, literally the woods. In Portland. It
Yeah.
was super fun. Yeah, my best friends known known Philip since we were 5, so literally grown up with him. But they got married in it was a Mount Hood ski bowl, so it was literally
Mm,
like we had to go up ski lifts to get to the ceremony, which was amazing
yeah.
and beautiful. We had a view of the mountain during the ceremony, which is crazy, and then on the way down. It's like this, I can't even really explain it. You're literally on like a slide, but you're on like a little thing that goes forward. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but it was so cool,
Well,
so unique.
when I saw the video, your Instagram of it, it was pretty much looked like kind of like little Matterhorn bobsleds.
Yeah, yeah. Except, yeah, you had control over it. Like you can
Oh,
accelerate and
cool.
decelerate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You're just kind of on a plastic thing though, and it rolls,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So it was super fun, super cool, very unique, just like the couple themselves. But it was just one of the cooler weddings I've ever been to. So it was a really quick trip, though. I was literally there for Friday night till Sunday morning. So
Yeah. That
yeah,
was such a bummer for you to be so close, but yet
I
so
know.
far, you know.
No.
But we get to do this, so that's good. But I'm glad it was fun because it's just like, I don't know. I don't like the expectations that go along with weddings that like they have to, be the most fun thing that you've ever gone
Mm-hmm.
to because it's just so much. That's what puts so much pressure on weddings
Mm-hmm.
and wedding planning and things like that. But it is cool that you went to one that was like genuinely very unique and very fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with how many weddings I've been to in the past couple years, they've all kind of blended together, except the ones that are just kind of really out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, always a good time just spending time with people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it was fun. But
Good.
yeah,
I'm so glad.
I
And how was it?
know.
Oh, we didn't ask you about how the sitter went with Enzo.
Oh my gosh, Sitter was great, but when was it? Saturday morning, she texted me of Enzo's bloody paw. He had blood all over his
No.
paw, and it freaked me out. She said by the time she texted me, she was like, the blood stopped, but there was kind of a lot of blood, and I was like, what is it? And like she couldn't really tell because his hair was kind of covering it, but she thinks the nail ripped off. And
Oh.
yeah, so it got like snagged on something and it ripped off. So that was very stressful in the time. When I got home, I was literally I cried when I saw
Oh.
it. Yeah, I just felt so bad that I wasn't here. But we went to the vet and they said, it kind of came clean right off and hopefully it'll grow back normally, but there wasn't much you could do. Like it was already healing and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
he was limping around and that made me super sad. Yeah. Other than that, he was fine. But it was kind of
Well, I understand because like even when my dog Kiva feels even when I'm like, oh, she feels left out. I'm just like,
mm,
oh, my baby feels left out.
hmm.
And if I feel that, then of course I would feel that if she was like injured or something. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh my
I failed
gosh.
you.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed because the sitter had already left by the time I got back from my trip. And
Hmm.
so I was just like crying. I'm so sorry. Felt like a
You're
bad
so cute.
mom.
You're such a cute, sweet mom.
I felt kind of silly, but also really bad. So,
That would be well. I've gotten when I've been away and left Kiva with a sitter of some kind. There have been multiple occasions where I've left, and whether I left her with family or a sitter, I'll get pictures of just like weird poops and things
mm,
like that, and you're
I
just like,
know.
oh no, her insides are not okay,
Yeah.
and the panic sets in. They're
I know,
like, you
but
have to be
seeing
okay.
blood is crazy. Like
I
all
know,
over his
yeah.
paw. And when I got home, there was blood tracked on like little outdoor rugs and stuff too. So I was like, oh my
Poor
God.
little baby.
I know, but
I'm
he's fine.
sorry.
He's fine, and we get to go to California in a couple weeks, and he's coming with me, so I feel better about that. And he'll be home with my parents, so that'll be fun. But
Oh, that's
yeah,
so fun.
I know.
I have a real update in my my previously stated philosophy of reading that I
Oh,
changed.
okay. What's that?
So in a previous week, we did an episode on beginning of an episode on our stance on DNFing.
Did you
I
DNF?
DNF'd.
Oh, what did you DNF and why?
Oh my gosh. So this was my third time trying to read this book. And the book is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. I'm in my, oh, I just thought of what I wanted the question of the day to be.
Oh, okay. We can do it.
We could do it. But I was trying to get into, like, it's like end of September. We're getting into
Spooky
spooky
season.
season.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I start to like to watch spooky shows and read at least like
Mm-hmm.
witchy or magical books as opposed to just strictly fantasy or things like that.
Okay.
And so, unfortunate side effects of Heartbreak and Magic is
Mm-hmm.
a book about a witch who works in a bakery and like, all that. And when I tell you this was like the most unnecessarily verbose and descriptive book,
Mm.
there are people who really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Not for, I'm just going to say the way I'm going to preface this is it's not for me.
I probably would
It
hate
to
it.
Yeah, actually I really think you would. I think you'd
Yeah.
be really really bored. The most for you that I can think of that you would handle in terms of being verbose is the way I tell stories. Because you tell me all the time that you think I'm a good storyteller, and I think I really I milk it,
You're
but
very
I
detailed, very, yeah.
very
You paint a
but
picture.
I do. I don't want to just tell the story. I want to show you the story.
Yeah.
But this writer, her writing style is very like I knew the texture of the bread, the what went
Mm.
in the bread, the
Okay.
how long it took to make what they did while they were making the bread.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. You have to make me love the characters enough before
Mm-hmm.
you go into this descriptiveness. I swear, a conversation between her and her best friend in the beginning of the story, it felt like it went on for just
Mm.
eons. It
Mm-hmm.
was so, so long.
Yeah.
So I DNF'd.
Okay.
DNF'd.
Just couldn't do it.
No, and I tried with audiobook. I
Yeah.
tried with
Okay.
okay, maybe I just need to do it on the Kindle. Oh, okay, well maybe I just need to sit down and you shouldn't have to try that hard to
Yeah.
read a book is my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
Reading is for joy.
Yeah.
It did not spark joy.
Yes, fair. Good
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
So that's my update. I have officially DNF'd in this decade. Congratulations to me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. What do we want to do? Do we want to do what we planned?
No, let's do what we talked about before.
Okay. So our question of the day is inspired by TikToks. What else? Book talk.
What else?
Basically, I've seen these TikToks of either girls or whatever sending their best friends, boyfriends, whoever it is, pictures of the Fourth Wing cast, usually AI. Actually, yeah, AI cast, and asking them how many drinks it would take for them to to boink,
Yeah.
essentially, the characters.
Yep.
And so I'm super excited because we changed this up a little bit. I
Yeah.
found the most, in my opinion,
Yeah.
horrible AI versions of the fourth
Yeah.
main characters.
Yeah.
And I'm
So this is
excited
going
to
to be
see.
even more
Yeah.
fun. This is not just
Yeah.
how beautiful are they. This is a pair. I haven't
Correct.
seen these yet. I was
Yes.
instructed not to go
Yeah.
looking. So,
So May's going in this blindly.
yeah.
And God, I hate them so much. So I'm really
I
excited for you.
can't wait. This is so much more fun than doing the hot ones.
Okay, and forgive me, I'm gonna try to do my best to put this on in the
Or
video
should
as
I? Do you
cleanly as
want?
possible. But
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So you
but
tell me when to scroll because
yeah,
you sent me the link,
yeah.
but you tell me when to scroll.
Okay. First one's Violet. Go ahead and scroll.
So, okay, sorry, before I get there, it's
Yeah.
how many drinks would it take?
Yes. We should get some context as far as like how many drinks does it usually take you to get
Oh, good, good. That's
sloshed?
a good baseline that a lot of people
Yeah.
haven't been doing from what I've seen.
Yeah.
For me to get sloshed, right now, because I don't really drink that much anymore unless it's like with friends or it's like a
Hmm.
going out to dinner with like people. It's not just like a Tuesday.
Sure.
So right now, sloshed. Well, okay, and also what's sloshed?
Pretty like you're fun, you're like going out like
Yeah.
friendly to
Okay.
everybody and all that stuff.
Okay. So just
Feeling good.
my cut loose drunk.
Yeah.
I would say cut loose is like 3 decent margaritas.
Okay. We'll say three
Like,
is like
yeah,
feeling
three.
feeling good. Two,
Yeah,
one, obviously sober. Two, you're good.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Two. Well, I would say okay. One is me just like, oh yeah, I kind of feel it. Time for
Hmm.
another one.
Hmm.
Two is like, okay, this is nice. And
Hmm.
three is like, okay, where I want to be tonight. I can just like jam out and have fun and be silly and giggly and blah blah blah.
Perfect.
Four is like, whoa, whoa.
Okay. And then beyond that is you let us know if you need to be blackout drunk.
Yeah, that's the night that with our friends in Denver that I walked myself home without telling anyone, and I woke up with my eye was bloodshot red because I was sick in the bathroom. It's one of the only times in my life that I've ever gotten even close to that.
It's good times,
And then you
man.
all were like, where did you go? And you didn't answer our calls, and I was like, I got this.
Oh my gosh. What a time.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Oh, what a time. All right, here we go.
Okay. First one is
Am I
Violet. Yep.
Okay.
Scroll.
Ew. She looks. Why does she like?
How many drinks? How many drinks?
Oh gosh. Well, and I'm also I'm hetero, so
You might be blackout for all of
I'm gonna go with because my problem. Okay, what I'm grappling with is she looks kind of evil. She doesn't
Mhm.
look. This isn't giving sultry. This is giving. Oh,
Mhm.
who? What? It's giving this.
This is so funny.
You what? I'm gonna go with 10. I need to forget the evil that I allowed to get that close to me.
Okay.
So that's my
Okay.
take on that one.
10
10.
for Violet. Okay. You ready for the next one?
Does she not look evil? She looks evil.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Ready. Next is
Okay.
Zayden.
Zayden? Oh, this is gonna be okay. No. No. I don't know. No. No. Let's be clear. This is a no. This is a no as AI Zayden, right? For
Yeah.
an AI human, I'd be like, I question. I just have questions. But as Zayden, no. This is not Zayden. So I'd be like, you're lying. So
Yeah.
just no. 12.
I will I will also say the person who made this, it's a BuzzFeed article, by the way,
Yeah.
is a guy. So way off.
Okay.
Just
This.
horrible.
Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
write the author. Who's the
Okay.
author? I'm gonna get their email. I'm upset.
Okay. Next is Dane, Eyes on Me, Atos.
Okay. This is this is making me angry. Like I have no. He looks like he belongs in like an Abercrombie ad.
He looks like a little boy.
Yeah, he looks like the kid who'd
Yeah.
be standing at the mall that like Abercrombie and Fitch when they released the Fierce cologne would be standing outside shirtless in their jeans and being like, "Buy our clothes," and we're like, "You're not wearing any clothes," and then he'd be like, "Well, I'm technically wearing jeans and I'm hot, so buy it." So, how many for AI Dane? And I'm what, 20 at this point? Single.
Sure.
Okay. 2.
Okay. So
This is
kind of,
this is this is pretending too that I have not
yeah.
historically been a total like I'm not that girl. That's not happening. But in a universe where I'm the type to want to take somebody home,
Sure.
which that's never been the case. 2.
Sure.
But it's not Dane. That's all the thing I'm struggling with here
Yeah.
is like they're the is like am I rating them as the character or as how attractive the character is?
Yeah. Right there.
It's
The
hard.
picture.
This
The
is hard.
picture. I know. Next one's on Darna, so we'll skip in Darna because she looks fine. I mean, you
Oh,
can't fuck
she's
up your
so
drag. I
pretty. I also
know.
don't want to. I don't want to boink on Darna no matter what. She's a
Next one is
baby.
next one is Ree.
No. Sorry. Let's just change this to yes or no, because this is no, no, no. Cute person.
Yeah.
Just I don't. This is a no out of how many drinks? No.
Okay. Extra no because the next is Jack Barlow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sweet Moses. No. 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 Ew. No. I didn't actually think I would have this strong of reactions to these. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack Barlow is
Um,
supposed to be a hot evil. This is like what boinked what to get him.
yeah, he looks, I don't even know, like an animal, like animalistic features. I can't
He's
even explain it.
he's doing like he's what is what is this?
Oh my God.
No. This is a I hate this game. I quit. I
I
quit.
know. Okay, wait. Well, let's just scroll through,
This
and
is
I want you to
like
see. I want you to see the rest.
okay. Okay, next one.
Lilith.
Lilith. Why did we turn her
Mm-hmm.
goth? Why did we do that? She's not she's not a goth.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mira. Why is she goth too? Why did the family turn goth? I don't understand.
I know.
No.
I mean, even Violet looks. Yeah. So
Liam, no, he looks like he's Travis Kelsey's like 15 notches down cousin.
it's disgusting.
No. Riddick? No. No. Absolute blasphemy. Out of everyone. No. No.
Yeah, that one's horrible.
No one pictured this.
A-
No one.
And
Mm-mm.
and the last two, Sawyer.
What in the leprechaun
Disgusting.
are
Yeah.
you?
And
And
Imogen.
I'm like, proud Irish woman over here, but no. Like, I feel. No. No.
He
Uh,
yeah. They did
no.
Sawyer dirt. No, they did everybody.
So
He did
so
everybody
dirty.
dirty.
Let's put it this way, and I don't even feel bad. These are AI people, and there
Yeah.
are beautiful people of
Yeah.
all races and backgrounds who could play in real life these characters and
Yeah.
just be just chef's kiss. But no, no. Sawyer is supposed to be just like supposed to be sexy.
Cutie. Yeah.
This guy you could say is a cutie. You know, if we go back up to Riddick, you know, this guy's a cutie. No. Riddick was like much more playful looking and like no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imogen, okay, we're closer. That's kind of what I picture with Imogen a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
going back to the original prompt, again, I'm a straight woman, but so it'd only take me, again, I'll go with 10. Professor Carr, who cares?
Yeah. No,
Ematorio,
we
who
can
cares?
finish. That was
An hour in and I'm still
honestly
angry about this.
that just pissed me off. So let's X out of that.
Okay, leaving.
But yeah, no,
Save
wasn't
me
that
from this.
horrible?
That was bad.
That's probably the worst one ever that I've seen.
I have not seen so many side by side no's.
Like did not
there
get one right.
there are AI that have there's an AI on BookTok that everyone wants to play
Yes.
Zayden.
Like, and also, how do you fuck up AI? You literally put their descriptions from the book into the fucking
Yeah, which is why this
into the chat.
author at BuzzFeed is going to get a strongly worded email from me because it missed the
Like,
assignment
no,
completely. It just didn't even do it. Just no. I think it just typed like put in a AI character for someone named blank in a fantasy book. Put them in leathers.
seriously. Yeah.
That was it. And make them diverse, which is good, but
Not
they're just
accurate.
wrong for the characters.
Correct. Well, thanks for got you riled up. Got me riled up, honestly.
Yeah, I was fatigued from
Annoying.
this flu or whatever I had, and now I'm better.
Well, thanks for playing along. That was fun.
Yeah, sorry for getting a little unhinged there. But you put it in front of me. That was hard. That was really hard. All just knows. No.
Are we ready to get into this?
We ready. But again, I'm recovering from being sick, and I have almost no brain cells left. So this is going to be rough.
This might also just be a quick episode because there's not a lot of important things I feel happen in these 10.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It was very much a transition part of the book where they're going from one place to another, and we're just kind of getting to know the characters a little bit. So hopefully we won't need to use too many brain cells today.
Yeah, hopefully not. We'll see. We're doing 11 through 20, and off we go. Do you want to start off
Yeah,
with 11?
I can start. Yeah, so 11, we are on the boat, on the ship. This is the part where Odessa finds some pants in her closet or in her room, and so she actually puts it on and tries it, and she actually likes it. There is a marrow eel that makes contact with the ship, and it makes Odessa go overboard. The Guardian is the one that saves her. Xavier wasn't there. She doesn't know where
On
he is.
the
but we'll find out
other
later.
ship,
The other
she
ship,
thought,
yeah, yeah.
right?
She notices that they don't call him Prince, which is interesting. And then basically she just gets essentially reprimanded by the Guardian for not listening to orders and like, I forget, holding on or whatever it is and swimming and all that stuff. So that's kind of it from what I have written down.
From what I can remember, because again, I did the thing which makes me a bad podcaster, because I went and read the chapters immediately when we were done with the last one. So I was excited, and then we took a number of weeks break.
I know.
So, but I remember being kind of frustrated with the and confused by how her rescue went down, because I guess I wondered why the Guardian rescued her the way that he did. How was it that he did it again? He like threw an arrow out into the water, or like a
told her to grab on and hold on.
I guess I was kind of expecting, I didn't know. Okay, so this might
You thought he would jump into the water?
Yeah, Yeah, because he
Mhm.
and I thought that was a little. I don't know. I'm battling the, not trying to go into like the stereotypical tropes or whatever, but maybe that was him being strategic. Like I can get her this way without putting us like both at risk or something like that. But I
Yeah.
guess I just thought that was an interesting choice for the way that he saved her, and I maybe there was no further thought on that. What if anything? Maybe you didn't think anything about it.
No, I actually did. I kind of wondered if it was more of a show thing of like, oh, I don't really care, quote unquote, care about
Okay.
her, so I'm gonna just do
Okay.
this. And, he's obviously been a little mean towards her, and so this was another way to kind of exert that
Yeah.
power, dominance, whatever, just yeah,
Yeah.
to make her feel small. So that was just kind of my thoughts on it. But
Okay. Well then, yeah, okay. So he sent a harpoon out into the water. That's what it
hmm
was. I guess it's yeah, I think I thought that there was maybe something to why he rescued the way that he did, and I didn't know what to make of it.
I mean, because we know that he can swim really well, swim really fast.
Yeah, he's
And
like this, you know, basically godlike human who can just
yeah,
do everything better and faster than everyone else.
that's all I got for 11. Anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, that was the gist of it. Wasn't there something about the like clothes again? Like the beginning was all like she was wearing pants this time or something.
She actually likes them. Brielle and Jocelyn were like, what? Did not like
Yeah.
it.
And we're still in the bit where we don't know how and why and why Xavier is like keeping his distance and uninterested in her and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yep.
12.
12. Let's see. What do we have here? We have just a few more interactions, mainly between Odessa and the Guardian. They talk a lot about the marrow eel and how this one was a male and how all the other ones that they killed apparently were females. But the scales of this one were valuable, so they were like skinning it and doing all that stuff. Xavier pops up out of nowhere and turns out that he's actually right next door. They share a wall, which makes you wonder like why we haven't seen him or why he hasn't shown himself to Odessa if he's literally right there. And then this is where Odessa she asks for a sword essentially to protect herself. And Xavier agrees to give her one. She overhears Xavier and the Guardian talking, saying that giving her a sword is a bad idea and that she'll essentially try to kill him. So it sounds like they're on to her as far as not trusting her and all that stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of that.
Yeah. So, because she was out walking around the boat when overheard them talking together, being like, she's gonna, do we trust her? Or, essentially alluding to the thinking that she might try to kill him or something like that. But more just, I think, less than betraying because they are killing him because I think they know that she's not likely to, based on how she is right now, that it's more about her just betrayal of like they're anticipating that she is a spy.
Yeah, which
But they're
she
taking her
is.
anyway. So what do they need from her that they're even taking her? Like
Yeah.
why do they need her? Why are they taking her along? They could have
hmm
easily just married her and left her behind or sent her off on another boat. Like they're keeping her around. They are giving her like little chaperones here and there, but like that's kind of the main question on my mind, I guess, is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, very true. But they don't see her as a threat at all at the moment, for sure.
Yeah. And then who was it who said that she could how who do you think it was, did they say, who ultimately who advocated for her to have a sword?
Don't remember. Wasn't it Xavier?
I can't remember.
Well, okay, so the Guardian gave her his sword and had her like hold it and she could barely like keep it up. Held it up to his throat, had to hold it and got tired. And then did she drop it? Oh no, and then the Guardian ended up putting his sword to her throat. So she had an opportunity to kill him there,
That's right. Yeah.
and then
I remember now.
she could barely even hold it, and so they're probably like, "Oh, she won't do shit."
They're like, sure, give her a sword, give her a gun.
Yeah, she won't. She can't do shit. So
That's really
there
funny.
you go. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny. Gotta love her,
she's
like
she's so funny. Yeah. She tries.
I mean, obviously she's got tenacity because I don't think there's been an FMC who has not had tenacity and some determination and feistiness.
Mm-hmm.
But she's the first one who's just been like a total, just like non-athletic in any way
Mm-hmm.
sort of character who I've been like,
Yeah.
you're so cute and I love
Yeah.
you for exactly who you are.
Yeah. She's for real, for real.
Because I was always the kid where I was like I was always involved in lots of sports and stuff like that. So I've always really valued like the athleticism and the, all of that in FMCs.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really getting to the point where I'm just like, she's so lovable and perfect just the way that
Yeah.
she is. She doesn't have to be athletic or anything like that.
Yeah. Her inner monologue is hilarious about everything that she thinks about. It's so funny.
She's so cute.
So funny.
All right. Well, 13. So I've got my little summary. So at this point, she can hear like birds outside her window. Guardian lets Odessa know that they'll reach Tura, and he gives her a dagger, and they do a little lesson where he's like, don't take my knife, and he disarms her. She does like a tiny bit better, and she needs to break in her boots. And then when Odessa actually asks what his name is, he claims he'll tell her when she earns it. And then this is like their way of earning trust. And then she says it kind of like pings her emotionally in a way that she didn't think it would. And then she talks about kind of missing her, like being homesick a little bit. So, anything else there?
Not really. Their banter's funny. Yeah, I LOL'd at the part where it says, "I see you got my delivery," the Guardian says. "Stop breaking into my room." And then he says, "What's that word you like so much?" No.
That's right. I remember that
Just
part.
so funny. They're hilarious.
Can now hear the audiobook. I told you about his voice in the last episode. I was like, I
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like it.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
into it.
did we talk about this last time? I
Yeah.
tried. I didn't like it.
Okay. Didn't like
Yeah,
it.
so I stopped. It
Okay.
wasn't
That's okay.
it wasn't deep enough for me. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's
You
a
want a
word.
deeper, gruffer,
Yeah.
tougher.
Yeah. That's what I imagine when I think of The Guardian. It was weird because I was listening to it and I was like, is it a different vo like I couldn't even really tell that it was a different voice from like the main narrator at times.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a different voice? Like I couldn't, yeah.
That's totally
So,
fine. And you know what? That's just like, it just goes to show you that different voices just hit you different ways based on what you were
mhm.
expecting or hoping for. But
Yeah, and
something
yeah,
about it just kind of worked for
for
me. I was
sure.
like,
And
oh, it's a little like playful and a little mysterious without being the traditional like tough guy voice.
I think it would have been different if I started with the audio versus I have this picture in my mind now, and this is what I think he sounds like, and he did not sound
Yeah,
like that.
totally. Yeah. I think if you started out reading it and you got a mental
Yeah.
idea, then that would be a hard transition. But
Yep.
I okay, so I kind of want to stop and do like a predictions, musings about like just who you think the Guardian is, who you think he's going to turn out to be, what you think his secrets are.
I don't know because I don't want it to be like the typical, oh, they both don't have starburst, so they're both from the same land or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they've known each other for whatever. My mind goes back to like the Metal Slinger, kind of the common like tropes that one came out
Yeah.
with. So I'm suspending my thoughts
Okay.
on it because I want to be pleasantly surprised, and I'm hoping it's something different. What
Okay.
about
So
you?
just hoping for different.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like take me on a ride.
Well, even though I wasn't thinking that, I can echo that I do hope that they have something different. I think it'll be a little bit of a bummer or a letdown if it ends up being the same typical trope.
Hmm.
But I don't know why I'm just feeling I'm not typically like conspiracy theory central or anything like that,
Mm,
but I'm having fun with the conspiracy theory of there being something to the thing I mentioned last time of being like unhinged, that he's got some sort of like power that I don't know. I'm into the conspiracy theory that he's in some way, shape, or form her, maybe not her fated mate, but is actually married to her or has some sort of like right to a relationship with her or something
so
like that. I don't
So do
know.
you
I don't
think
know.
Do you think Xavier is just like a distraction or like a pawn or something that where they're utilizing to,
Well,
I
maybe
don't know,
that's the
get
whole
her?
reason that they're fine with her being around is because they've just like, I don't know. Conspiracy theories are fun. I know this is unhinged, everyone. I'm not crazy.
You did also, yeah, you talked about the ceremony itself and you were kind of drawn to the idea that it his blood or was it not his blood?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they did some sort of like, I don't, again,
Sneaky, yeah.
conspiracy theories here for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think this is high likelihood at all, but it would be so fun if there was something like they cut the like took the blood before and they actually took the blood from the guardian instead of from Xavier, and then they actually promised her to the guardian instead of Xavier because the guardian spoke for
Mm-hmm.
Xavier in that moment. And I don't know, I just think that'd be so fun. But also to take the I feel like I'm on the deep web right now. Sorry, I'm not normally this person. But it would be so fun if the whole reason they're comfortable that she's around is because they just like redesigned everything to be like, it's fine that she's around because she thinks that everything is what it isn't. I don't really have any illusions that that's happening. I know this is unhinged and
I
stupid,
like
but
it. I like
I'm
it.
delirious and I'm having fun.
Let your
Uh,
imagination run wild.
yeah, but I still stand by my theory that he has some sort of like teleporting super
Mm,
speed, like the
right.
Flash kind of super speed, where he can slip into and out of spaces and places without being seen or heard.
I dig
All
it.
right, rant
I
done.
dig it. Anything else, chapter 13? Nope. Okay. Very quick, chapter 14. So they reach shore after the long journey through the ocean. Guardian and High Priest are talking, and Odessa seems to think it's like with a familiarity to them between them. So,
Yeah.
what their relationship could be there. We meet Tilia, who is another, I guess, I mean, I would call her a warrior, yeah, but basically is going to be the one kind of tending to her as they travel.
Mm-hmm.
And then so their next phase of traveling is by horse, and it's through the forest towards Elisaria. So that's kind of it.
Oh, is this also the one where they show the Shield of Sparrows is being carried around in a backpack?
I don't remember if that was
I
here.
think for me in my book it's on 148. That's this chapter, right? Yeah. On it says that there's a familiar black case strapped to the high priest's back, the Shield of Sparrows. He kept that treaty with
Mm,
him. It made sense that the Voster would be responsible for its protection. So, I mean, most like you said, a lot of these chapters are just kind of background setting up different characters, people's relationships to each other, things like
mhm.
that. But what would you say your like big takeaways from this are?
Definitely Tilia. I mean, we're getting a lot of, again, Odessa's like internal dialogue about riding horses and like
Yeah.
how she hates it. And so again, just a lot more of that. We also learned that not everyone knows that Xavier can talk, apparently. At least
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
that even his like people may not think
yeah.
that he can talk.
I mean, that's a pretty big test for her to not snitch about knowing that. So,
So this is a fun game. If you were to just be dropped into this world right now, Kim,
hmm
and you know, as you would, like you're looking around and you're like, okay, who's like available, who's cute, who's whatever. Um, how many red flags would you have on the different male characters, like eligible male characters? So really Xavier and the Guardian. Or would you
Mm,
be seeing them as green flags?
No, I would probably see them as all red flags, and
Okay, all red.
the fact that they're beautiful, also red flag.
Yeah, yeah. You'd be like, I trust you even less, but
Yeah,
I'm still digging it.
exactly. No, if they treated me the way that they were treating her, ugh, ick,
Okay, I want to know your
rude.
strategy with them though. So let's pretend that both of these characters are being played by Emilio Zachariah. Both of them are. They're both just that level of
Hashtag
beautiful
my
to
Zayden.
you. Let's pretend they're that beautiful. How are you approaching this situation? Like, how are you acting? What would you be willing to like talk to them about, or time spent with them, or what's the vibe?
Yeah, I'd jump his bones. I mean, we're married anyways. Why not?
Okay. 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 The way that I know you pretty well, and the way that that still just punched me in the middle of my diaphragm was so surprising. There was no that was you had a hesitation of a like approximately 0.75 seconds before you said you jump his bones.
I mean, put Emilio Sacraia in that, and
Yeah.
it's over, you know. So
Yeah. Okay.
whatever.
Okay, what if they're both Justin Timberlake?
Red flags.
Red flags. Okay. So even Justin isn't cute enough for the red flags that are being shot out here.
Lately, have you heard of all of Justin's
Okay, let's take away all of his
scandals?
like questionable life choices and or not questionable, just wrong life
Okay.
choices. Just looks.
I played off.
So you'd be playing a little cooler.
Yeah, flirting a little here and there, trying to get close.
Flirt for shits and gigs, but also the spycraft part of it.
Right. Get to
Okay.
know them.
So you're leaning a little bit more spy, whereas in scenario one, you're just
Take me.
take me. Take me. I don't even care. Dad who?
Daddy.
Quentin Daddy.
Oh my gosh.
Kingdom what? Who's my sister? Oh, that's so good. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Are we going with chapter 14? Anything else, chapter 14?
Yeah, I don't know. These chapters are very just like, sure.
Okay, chapter 15.
We're riding horses
Yeah.
and our butts are
Where
numb.
she fucking hates it. She hates it. She is in a horrible pain. It's dark and scary. It's silent. Literally, no one's talking. Basically, they're following the Guardian. The Guardian's leading the charge. He apparently doesn't have a light. Like, it's so dark, and yet he knows where he's going, even though without a light. Her thing is, he must have crazy good vision. That's her explanation for it.
I love
So,
her innocence.
another possible power that he might have, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows? She is also trying to memorize like where they're going, right? Even though it's quite impossible because it's pitch black. But she's trying to do so that she can write it in her journal later on. And then there's talk about monsters that can attack during the day, which is why they travel at night. That's kind of it. That's all I got.
Wondering that I had was how much do you think there's anything more to them riding at night than just the monsters? Do you think that that's also just so happens to be helpful and them trying to make sure that she doesn't understand the road to Alisaria and how to get there?
That's a good point.
Or do you think that this is a ruse, or I don't know?
I don't know. Do you think they would be so I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like they they'd give her that much credit that she like that they would send their entire
Pack out in the
yeah,
night. My gut is to just believe that there is definitely something to, there are monsters and there's more of
sure.
them oddly
Clear I
during
mean
the
clearly.
day than at
Yeah.
night. And we in the like it sounds like you're alluding to in the chapters that after this, we, see evidence of these monsters quite a bit. I think it's probably just, I don't know. I do have a strong feeling that there's something they're doing that is shielding her eyes from things that she could piece together or see that could make things clear. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's a step down from conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's more believable. It's possible like riding via horse also is might be along the same lines of like she's so tired, exhausted, in pain
Yeah.
doing this that there's no way she'll like
Yeah.
remember or she's too
Yeah.
distracted or whatever.
How fun
So
would it
yeah, I
be
see
if
that.
they straight up were like, no, we landed in Alisaria. We just rode around in circles to just confuse
Right.
the crap out of you.
Right. Right.
What if they're like, we've been here the whole time, but I'm not telling you
Right.
that.
Right. We could have gotten a carriage for you or something.
Or
Like,
maybe they
no.
never tell her when she's in Alisaria. Should I just conspiracy theory this entire book?
This entire book.
That's
Oh my
my.
goodness.
I'm most looking for an unhinged book, I guess. I'm looking for a book that's just going to just
Metal Slinger
like
wasn't enough for you? Jesus.
maybe I'm addicted to the metal slinger of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that
We're
book has
choosing
changed me in
yeah,
ways that I didn't.
we're choosing good books though. There's a lot of
Yeah,
hmm.
I'm into it. Okay, sorry. I don't know where I took us off track.
You're good. No, that was part of the thing. Like why are they traveling at night? But yeah, that's chapter
That's
15.
Yeah, that was it. But they're in. Okay, so just to stamp it, they're in Tura right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tura the country? Remind me.
Yeah. The nation.
I'm going to the
What
map.
they remember, but they're headed to Alisaria, which is not on the map.
I was literally just looking for it because I was like, oh, just look for where it is on the map.
No, remember that was why she needed to find it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they would tell us as the reader, like where it was before. Do we know where they landed? Like, did it say in these chapters where they landed?
Like the shore,
Were
it
they?
doesn't. I don't know.
It wasn't Paris. I
Was
guess I
it
could look
Paris?
search
It
on
might
my
have been.
Kindle. It
Oh,
doesn't look like we
right.
know what city they are in. Like we don't know at what point on this map they landed on. But I'd imagine they'd take the most direct route through.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
But I mean, yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Moving on, chapter 16. Let's see. As Odessa can't sleep, so she essentially wanders the camp. Talia is her babysitter. Basically, the guardian, they get scared, but the guardian comes back and he's killed a grizzer, which is a bear with spikes on its back. She should be scared. She's scared because they do exist and they're out there, but that's kind of it.
What's up with these chapters? This is like those couple of chapters in Metal Slinger too.
When they're on the boat.
Yeah, it's like a lot of that context that you will probably come and loop around later. But for now, it just doesn't really mean much to you until you get further.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
What do you picture when you picture this grizzer?
A bear with like a dinosaur back, those like jagged
Oh yeah,
spikes,
like the
jagged
little
spikes.
triceratops spikes.
Yeah, maybe sharper.
Forget how they described it.
Sharper
I'm gonna look up an
spikes.
image. What does a grizzer look like? Oh yeah, that's just a bear with like basically giant talon spikes coming out of its back.
Like this.
Yeah. Cool. Next chapter.
Flying through. I don't have a good summary on this. Basically, Odessa and the Guardian train in the rain. Guardian calls out her family. What do I mean by this?
I mean, is this where he calls her out, basically saying, I think you're probably a spy, and
Spying?
she actually asks her,
I
like,
think
are you spying?
so.
Because I remember he does directly ask her.
Yes, yeah. Oh, no. He basically said, so you'd rather rot in a golden castle, withering away to nothing while your family forgets your existence. You are nothing to them. Your father gave you away without so much as a blink. Your sister put on a show.
Yeah.
Your sister put on a show of bidding you goodbye, but I'll wager she's already in your fiance's bed. A man who also let you go without a fight. And don't you have a little brother? Did they even let you say goodbye? What? He clocked them. To use Gen Z
The little, like, tiny
terminology.
applause. I like
Yeah.
little like otter applause. See what I
Called
do?
her family the fuck out. And he was right about all of it.
So he's able to recognize kind of different forms of cruelty, and he's empathetic enough to get that. And so I guess I'm wondering what this actually says about him and what this actually says about her family. Like, is this, I know at the like beginning of the book, I had said like, and
Yeah,
this
what's up
could
with the
end
family?
up being like, what's up with the family? Like, they're not,
Mm-hmm.
they could just be a cold royal family, or are they actually in some way, shape, or form like the bad guys? Or are
Right.
they not this like super kind place comparatively to,
Mm-hmm.
Tura?
Like, did they actually come and save her? And it looks like the
Yeah.
Guardian sees it. That's how he sees it. So interesting.
Well, also, there's almost like this parallel happening where she comes from a world of secrets and now she's entering a world of secrets because no one would tell her anything in her family about who her
Yeah,
mom was or why her
that's
sister was
true.
this intended sparrow or anything like that. And so it's almost like, why do you trust them more than you trust us just because we're new? They still haven't
Mm-hmm.
told you much and they're using you for this. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of flipping of the script.
That's a great point. Like they're gonna open up to her more than her family ever did,
Yeah,
probably.
show her
Yeah.
more, even though it's
Mm-hmm.
maybe not that much
Mm-hmm.
comparatively, or it's like, here's all the things you don't know that might change your mind about things. I don't know. I feel like something
Yeah.
like that's going to happen.
Yeah. No, that's good. I believe it. That's kind of it. I mean, Xavier stops the training after he kind of did he hurt her a little bit
I think she didn't she just like exhaust herself?
or something? Oh yeah, she basically he just wanted to keep going even though she was like tired or whatever. Xavier stops it and then informs Odessa that he will be leaving, that they have some business to attend to in Paris,
I believe
maybe?
he's one of the ones that was going to Paris.
Yeah.
I know everyone listening, unless they've read it, will think it's Paris, but it's Peeris. Makes a difference
Mm,
in my fantasy mind.
hmm That was 17. Okay, moving on. Chapter 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let's
Yes.
see. What do I got for
You just
chapter
said yes the
18?
way that you train ends out. Yes.
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 That's his little marker. Okay, chapter 18. So they are traveling still through the forest, the dark forest, this time without Xavier and the Guardian. We learn a little bit more about the some of the monsters, I guess. So berry wolves use clicks to communicate.
Oh, that was creepy when I had
Yeah.
read that. I remember it being like, that is actually the most terrifying sound that I could hear.
Yeah. And yeah. Did you ever watch The Last of Us? We talked about this.
Yes,
Clickers.
that's actually what my brain
hmm
literally was thinking
hmm
of.
Yeah, it's scary. In the dark, like all you hear clicks. Oh my God.
Yeah, just the clicking. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And then a grizzer comes, apparently, and they're all scared, but the Guardian comes and saves the day. Tilia
Because we
and the
thought he was gone. That was
yeah,
the big
he
thing,
like appears
right?
out of nowhere, yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tilia and Guardian have a moment together, like they're talking really close to each other, as Odessa notices. And then the Guardian comes in and checks on her and says, "Good night, my queen." She
What do you
suspects
think
that they're
is,
together, Tilia
yeah,
and the Guardian.
she feels like a little bit of, I think she said jealousy in her,
Mm,
or we got that impression. Yeah, there was like the pressing of the palm to someone's chest or something like that. It looked like really
hmm
intimate. What's your current take on the Guardians, like my queen versus, the other names he calls her?
Cross, I don't know. I'm getting kind of whiplash, dude. It's like some moments he's just fucking with her and, you know, calling her cross or whatever, making fun of her. And then other times it's very, I mean, I don't even know if it's reverent because he could also just be, I don't know, like messing with her a little bit. Like in this particular one, it says the corner of his mouth turned up, "Good night, my queen." Like, so he's kind of smiling a little bit. So I don't know. I think he's just messing with her, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I'm not usually into characters that have at least what they want to appear to be red flags. Not
hmm
normally into those, but I'm into his brand of like, I like the I like the cheekiness.
Yeah. I mean, it's not much different from enemies to lovers type situation. They're not like, I mean, are they full-blown enemies? She kind of treats them that way. Like, I should be scared of you. I should be, all these things. So,
Again, I
um,
think she does this well though, because I've talked about how I don't enjoy at all. We did our trope bit. I
hmm
do not enjoy the whole like, but you're so beautiful, but I want you, but I
hmm
hate you. I
hmm
just have never bought it. Just like if I really hate someone, I really hate them. Like I don't I
Yeah.
don't play with how good they look. I don't care. Like in
hmm
fact, it might make me hate them more because I'm like, ew, why did you get such a pretty face? And
Yeah.
no. So, but I'm into this.
It's not, I don't want to say it's not too mean, but it's not. He's just kind of
Yeah, he's not actually mean, is he?
he's
He's
like
just a teaser.
teasing her, yeah.
Yeah, I like his way of like teasing.
Which
And he also pushes her.
teasing means they like you.
I know.
That's kind of it for that chapter.
I digress.
Chapter 19. Flying through. So I've got a couple notes here. Odessa feels like shit after all the writing, and they take another detour to Trio. I don't know how we pronounce that. Basically, Odessa is jealous of Tilia and the Guardian, ruminating on that stuff until she finds out that Tilia has a husband. So he comes out of nowhere and starts making out with with his wife, and she's like, "Oh,
Oh, nothing to worry
oh,
about there.
actually." And so they reach Triao, which is essentially a town in the trees.
Tree owl. Wonder how they came up with that name.
Yeah, so a bunch of tree houses essentially is what this place is, and they say it's because of the just the all the dangers on the ground. She has her own, is it her own place? We kind of assume it's her own place up there in the trees, but finds the guardian there finishing up a shower, and when he departs, he takes the ladder with him, the ladder to get up to get on and off, and
I
she's
forgot that.
trapped. Yeah, she's stuck there for a little bit, for the night at least.
Did they have like a cute little conversation there? I can't remember.
They did. He's again teasing her a little bit, like, or no, she's asking all these questions, and he's like, "You ask a lot of questions." And then so he starts asking questions. He asks her questions, she answers. When she asks it
Mhm.
back, he doesn't really answer. So we still don't know how old he is. She's 23. He mentions that her eyes don't have a starburst, similar to him. They call that out. He asks, "Are you a virgin?" She doesn't answer that one. And then, "Do you like the horse you're riding?" Yes. "How sore is your ass right now?" Very. "Did your father send you here to spy?"
This is
No.
where he asked. Yeah. Okay.
And she's apparently, she thinks she's convincing. She says it like without a
Yeah,
hitch.
she did.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So mentions that she'll go to Alisaria when Xavier can finally trust her. So who knows when that will be.
So is our sense at this point that she's just gonna hang out in Triao? This was literally a name where people developed it because they were like, this place is made of trees. So we made tree
Yeah.
houses and we
Yeah.
fell out of them. So we said ow. So we're gonna call it Triao.
Triao. Yeah.
Gonna hang out here until
Ap-
Alisaria? Is that our
ap-
impression?
Apparently, she doesn't, there's nowhere else to go. So this was supposed to be a stop on the right. Well, weren't they on their way to Elder, or what was it called? But Alisaria specifically, the one that's hidden and they don't know where it is what they're kind of keeping from her until
Mm.
she can be fully trusted. So I don't know if she's gonna spend all her time in Trial, but I'm pretty sure that they were headed to Elder. So
Yeah, because on like the little map,
hmm
we see this, okay?
yeah, yeah.
It's like they're here
hmm
and then they're going up here to
Mm, Elder.
Elder.
Yeah, so who
And
knows where
so I don't
Alisaria
know,
is?
maybe Alisaria is some like tip of this corner,
Yeah, it's
or are
possible.
they gonna like turn all the way back around? Like that would be kind of crazy because all the cities they're in are kind of in the northwest corner of the country. And so
Hmm.
if they were to take her all that way just to disorient her, but also how does let's pretend they do the thing that like kidnappers do, or they spin them around or drive around in circles just to confuse, like
Yeah.
directionally. Eventually, she's going to get a sense of what's where and what things are kind of between. And so I don't know how they think this is really going to work unless they just know she's going to know for sure how to get there. Like, is there any, I guess I'm saying, is there any point to trying to disorient her or confuse
Mm,
her
yeah.
directionally?
I don't
Meep.
know. We'll
Meep.
see. We shall see. That was chapter 19. Anything else?
Why do you think he asked her about her number?
Virginity or age?
Her, yeah, the latter
Okay.
or former.
To mess with her? I don't know.
Her body count.
Yeah. Did he? Well, so are you a virgin? Her inner monologue. Did he actually care? No. Was he asking to get a reaction? Yes. Was it working? Unfortunately. It's so funny.
Did he? I mean, maybe he's got some sort of like, dude, I'm just having so fun being unhinged. Maybe he's got some sort of like litmus test that he's capable of too. Like he's asking her these consequential and inconsequential questions back to
Mm-hmm.
back. And that could psychologically kind of be a way to knock her off her
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 game.
cool.
Yeah.
It'd be like, how old are
Mm-hmm.
you? Are you a virgin? Are
Mm-hmm.
you trying to be a spy? Like at that point, he's
Mm-hmm.
asked her age, and she's like, why do you want to know that? Then he's
Mm-hmm.
asking her, are you a virgin? Okay, whoa, super thrown off. Why would you ask me that? Weird. And then it's pretty much right after that that he goes into,
Yeah.
are you spying for your dad?
Mm-hmm.
She would already be off, you
Yeah.
know,
When it
off
like, you know how
balance.
back to a Friends reference, when Joey does the or Phoebe, who is it? Joey or Phoebe does that game where you just like,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah, rapid.
for
What is
fire.
that
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
so fun.
The
What was it?
basically
What did she do?
I forget, but it was what she asks him questions to find out what he really like what choice he really wants. Like this or that, this or that, this or that. And then you kind of
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
choose, but you're not thinking, you
Oh
just
my gosh.
say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true. That's exactly it. That's to me what it kind of feels like. Why else would he be
Hmm.
asking these questions? The only other alternative to me is that he actually personally wanted to know them.
Hmm. Sure.
Or maybe it's both.
Funny,
20.
funny, funny. Last one. Kind of ended on a whatever note because this chapter was not given much, but we learned a little bit more about Trial. It's a military outpost. So people essentially, mostly soldiers, just passing through. Few people stay there, except Tilia and her husband are actually from there and live there. Odessa learns more about the town hall or the town. There's like a mess hall, a library. They talk about the pony riders, who are essentially male
Yeah.
boys who pass along messages.
Hmm.
And so her plan is to try to befriend one and see what she can find or whatever. That's kind of just her initial thought about how she could utilize them. Guardian takes her for training, basically kind of threatens her about betraying Turins and how that could be very, very bad for her. Yeah, that's kind of it. They did a lot of training.
Yeah, what do you think her goal was? Was her idea to be able to just ask the mail carrier
Yeah, I thought it was
about
stupid as
how
shit.
far Alisaria is?
Her reasoning was that they don't stay for very long, so she'll be able to befriend them that quickly. I don't really understand it.
Yeah, because I
Uh,
took it as she was saying that it would be hard, but she maybe should could like I thought her thought process was that she could maybe catch them off guard and just ask them a
mm,
question and because it would be too hard to gain their trust because it was such a short time to build it.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it.
But I pictured them like boxers. You know how they go in the ring and then they like fight super hard for whatever the time is. And then they go sit out and everyone's like blotting their face and like feeding them water and then they're like, "All right, get back out there." That's kind of how I pictured the mail carriers.
Okay.
And that they're like, "Okay, get off the horse, get some water." And then, "All right, get back on that horse," you know?
Yeah. I mean, they also seem just like younger, like young kids. Not kids, but I don't know. They'll probably be an important figure moving forward, but we shall see. But that's all I got, man.
Yeah, I'm not a super eventful series of chapters, but I guess I would say what I took from these is there's a lot of development between her and the Guardian.
Yeah.
Not much, if anything, happened between her and Xavier. And to feed into my theory even more, I think I remember, she's talking about how people don't really refer to him as like Prince
Prince.
or like anything like that. They call him by his name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see where the deception is, and by who, and to see how she eventually turns this cute little personality of hers into like either a super spy.
Yeah, FMC, like a typical
Yeah.
FMC. Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Or if they just do something super, if Devney does something super different with her, where they're like, we're not going to do any of that. We're somehow going to do something totally different, which I'd
Yeah.
be super game for. But I do
Yeah.
think you're right, like about, well, let me ask you this. How much do you think your trust has been broken
A
from
lot.
Metal Slinger?
Yeah, a lot. And I don't know if it's just because we so thoroughly pick and choose or pick at like the different things that could potentially
Yeah.
happen, but I feel like there's so many things going on that I'm getting flashbacks that it could like what if it's all wrong and what if we were all deceived this entire time? But I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
I still go back and forth with that book of like, what the fuck did we just read?
Well, not only Metal Slinger, but I also, just because again, I'm in the spooky reads part of my year, I actually, within 24 hours, read the book, What Lies in the Woods. I don't know if you've heard of that one, but it's just a book where it's about an attempted murder that happened many, many years ago to these three girls who it's like 20 years later and they're adults and they don't really know what happened when one of them was like stabbed a bunch of times. And that one too, it has a plot twist about 75 to 85% of the way through the book. I thought it was pretty well done, but I will say this is either my trust has either completely ruined my ability to see these things or it has heightened it to an extent that is helpful and very accurate. It's one or the other. There's really no in between. So I'll be curious to see how much of this I am just like a Charlie Day with like
Yeah.
all of the things
Yeah, yeah.
attached on the
Yeah.
wall, or I get to be like, haha, I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. Could go either way. Yeah.
Well,
And
any
I think plot twists though are expected. I don't even want to call Metal Slinger a fucking plot twist. That was like a full-on deception, for the entirety of the book is
yeah.
what it felt like. Right? Like that wasn't
If
even part of the plot.
it's not
That
a
was
plot twist,
that
it's
was a
betrayal.
yeah, that was a narrator. All we have is the narrator. So we have to trust the narrator.
Yeah.
And when that goes out the window, like the whole fucking book goes out the window. So like
Yeah.
what did you just read? But
Well,
yeah.
I still even grapple with that too, because in that, it's like we technically have authors all the time who have unreliable reporters. Like they do that in lots of series that we love and all that. But I've been trying to figure out about what is it that makes this one maybe sometimes
Yeah.
feel not okay.
Yeah.
versus it being okay in others, but like we try
Yeah.
to say, no, this is a different type of betrayal. Like, why is it
Yeah.
different? So I don't know if it's just because it's like we have one narrator the whole book, or what it is. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if
Yeah.
I'm Charlie Day or the opposite. But I'm excited for these next 10 because I'm ready for something more to happen
Yeah.
now. Not
Yeah.
even because of the pace of the book. I think it's more that we took a break and then these 10 chapters were more just like, yep, we're plodding along on a horse and there's a grizzer
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're
And
talking.
maybe, I mean, if similar to Metal Slinger, when things started to pick up, we'll be more excited to actually film right away because we want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like we got to talk about
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah. Oh, I'll never
yeah.
forget that day where I was like, pick up
You
the
got
book and read it. Read it now.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Well,
But
next time we will do 21 through 30.
hmm
Hopefully more happens.
yep. Yeah, we're getting into the meat of the book. So, until next time.
Until next time.
Bye everybody.
Bye.